Hey, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Daily Vibration. So, if you are tuning in via YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or my podcast, I want to thank you for tuning into the Daily Vibration. But most importantly, I want to thank you for tuning in and checking into you today. Okay? So, my name is Kamoy, and we are going to jump on into the Daily Vibration for April 25th, 2021. Keeping in mind that energy is fluid. So if you don't click on this video on the 25th of April in the year 2021, that is okay. You can just grab the message if it resonates, and if it doesn't, you can just keep it moving. All right? Now, it is Sunday, so I want to say happy Sunday to you, all right? The sun is in Taurus, and, I know Taurus rules second house, so this is about your stability, your possessions. This is about how you take care of you, your family. This is also beauty, and some people may even feel the mood to change. They're here. Yeah, you might want to get change the way your whole look, change your hair. You want to do something different with yourself, just beauty. Just do something, to make you feel good, look good, right? Within this Taurus energy. Now we have the moon in Libra, right? That's also more Venus energy. So people might want to get out today and enjoy and bask in all of that wonderful energy today, okay? Now, or not, you have the option not to, right? All right, so April 25th, 2021, but it is also listed Sunday, right? I'm going to just let you know what you're going to sit in for listed Sunday, right? Because I think it's important for you to understand really where perfection comes from. And it's important for you to create your own inner reservoir of what perfect looks like, feels like to you, okay? So as you're listing it today, right, you need to list it knowing that you are already perfect. You are. You already perfect. So you're going to have to sit with that for a minute. Just sit with that before you write your list out this week. On this beautiful Sunday, just sit with that. You are already perfect. You see, because what you need to really understand the way this whole thing works, right? It is within your imperfections that you find your perfection. Just, it is within your imperfections that you find your perfection. Let me say that again, y'all. It is within your imperfection that you find your perfection. Do you know how freeing it is to just be you? Do you understand, when you really accept you for you, the freedom that gives to you, and not just to you, but to others that come into your energetic field, y'all? I use the example all the time about me being a friend that you may have to send 3 different menus, or you may have to let me know in advance where we going so I could go Google the menu and let you know if that's someplace we should go, because I am a picky eater, okay? I'm a very picky eater, y'all. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not even going to try to deny it, but I'm also an amazing cook, right? So when you have a amazing gift of cooking, which I do, y'all, I could throw it down in the kitchen, okay? When you have an amazing gift of cooking, I'm a claim that, right? I can make anything taste good, right? And you go out and you don't taste the same flavor or the same love in the food, and you spending money, that can be a little irritating, at least to me. I don't mind giving and paying for a beautiful meal, but I at least want to enjoy the meal, right? So I'm the friend that you're going to have to send the menu, and I'm going to have to check it out to see if that's even worthy for us to attend, right? Now, which will leave some people irritated and annoyed, because I am that friend that we'll go past a restaurant and go sit down, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to eat here, and then we have to get up and leave, and a lot of people can't deal with that, listen, Kelly tell me all the time, all right, we're not doing that today. You're gonna have to pick what we're doing, okay? Because I'm not hopping in and out, okay? So, but I'm also the friend, y'all, that when you call with a problem, or when you call and you need something, you call like, I'm that friend, and like, okay, let's unpack this. I'm gonna grab my deck of cards and we're gonna unpack this, and we're gonna unpack you, and we're gonna get you right, and then we're gonna keep it moving, right? So I know that there's a part of me that can be a little annoying when it comes to food, but I also know that there's a balanced part of me that I am an awesome person. Like, even on my worst day, I'm an awesome person. Okay. Now, within the archetype of Scorpio, there can be a little bit moodiness. So I am aware of my moodiness, right? And when I'm aware of my moodiness, I tend to kind of get into hermit mode. So I'm not externally projecting to others. So I learn, right? In order for me to balance that moodiness, I personally, myself, okay, need quiet time. If I don't get my quiet time, y'all, it's just not, I am going to be moody and irritated, right? And I also know well enough, like, if I don't eat at a certain time, you will get the moody and irritated part of me also, right? So there's dynamics to myself that I understand, that I'm able to then communicate to others, like, this is how I work, no offense, no hard feeling, this is how I work, and then that also allows me, right, the power to embrace people and understand how they work. Like, I'm not going to call the girlfriend, right, that's always late to come take me or show up for something, that requires a timely attendance. I'm not going to do that, right? Especially if I know that she's always late. I'm not, no. So you begin to understand yourself, and then you begin to understand others, and then you get to a place where you're going to have to learn not to judge, right, others when you arrive to a certain level, but just to sit in a place of gratitude that you're not where you are anymore, right? So this is not about being better than anybody. This is really about you just knowing thyself, okay? So as you listed today and listed Sunday, I really want you to think about what you deem is imperfect, and then find the perfection in that, right? Because you're already perfect, and it is within your imperfections that you're going to find perfection. So you're going to have to sit with that for a minute today, okay? So let's get into this day. We got, currently, the sun is in Taurus, like I said, and we are currently in the 4th month on the Gregorian calendar, which is April, okay, the 25th day of April in year 2021. So we've been talking about this 4 since we jumped into April, okay? 4 is operating on the physical plane. This is a doing number, okay? And within the doing realm, y'all, it's important for you to know that there requires some type of movement. Okay, there's going to be some type of movement required this month, okay, because we're also in harvest season. So whether that requirement is writing something down, whether that requirement is you being able to physically maybe build something, make a phone call, it doesn't really matter, right? What you do need to know is it definitely is going to require you, my love, doing some type of movement, okay? So whether it's verbally expressing yourself, okay, motivating yourself, all right, getting organized, implanting some patience in what you're doing, or manifesting, right? And this is an important one on the 4 plane, okay, on the physical plane. The physical plane is where you learn through experience, right? Some people may say you learn through sacrifice, but I really want to say where you learn through experience, because we're no longer doing sacrifices. We are doing choices and decisions, right? So on the physical plane, learning through experience is going to be key here, right? So as you're implementing the number 4 throughout the day, which is the physical plane, right? And the number 4 also deals with organization and being practical too, all right? Self-mastery can happen within this number 4, all right? So pay attention to that as you're moving throughout the day to day. There may be some type of doing required, even if that's just a verbal expression, and that's the overall energy as we finish off April, okay? Seed time, planting season. So watch what you say to the universe, watch what you say to others, okay? because as you cast your spelling out into the world, right, it will return a harvest back to you, right? Now, that's the superconscious mind. So you're planting in the superconscious mind. The superconscious mind is receiving what you, the conscious mind, is giving. The conscious mind is really when you begin to understand that you are not just your physical body, okay? And we're going to talk about that a little bit in the VIP lectures on Saturday. Okay, y'all? Okay, so let's jump into the clusters of twos that we're going to have up until the 29th, okay? So these clusters of twos, we've talked about it in depth throughout the week last week, because we jumped into the clusters of twos on the 20th of April, all right? Yeah, and then we also would have had the clusters of twos on the 12th of April too. All right, now clusters of twos, two, the gateway to your intuition. All right, when we talk about the intuition, right, we're talking about the soul plane, right? And the soul plane is also, it can be considered also the spiritual plane, right? We're talking about your highest self, okay? So within the realm of the highest self, or within the realm of the soul plane or the spiritual plane, the number two is going to be interchanging with energies as of like embracing your intuition, love, the freedom to be you, okay? Positive emotions also dwells within this realm, okay? Being able to express yourself in an artistic level, is going to be something also found within this realm. So you will find people that have maybe number two, number five, and I want to say maybe number 8 in their birth chart. You can find that these people operate, and I also want to say 0. Let's add 0 to that too. So 2, 5, 8, and 0, because 0 definitely is going to get you into that realm. Operates on a plane where you have access to this energy a lot more easily than most people. Okay, so yeah, that's actually a super wonderful thing that can happen. However, I want to make a side note here. It can also be a thing of maybe great turbulence for some people, because it really requires these people to have a balance in their emotions, right? And really being able to not so much allow the external world to rock their internal world. So there has to be a balance here. There has to be a maturity on any of these levels. Even though that this is beautiful energy within anything, if you don't, know how to work something, how to use something, or if you perceive something and you've been indoctrinated to think a certain way, some people run from a lot of these gifts within these numbers, because it can be very, very highly sensitive energy where you can feel a lot with these numbers. Okay, unlike most numbers, right? Because like on the number 4, for example, that would be more something people would have to master the material realm. Okay, so yeah. So all right, so let's move on to let you know that within this triple twos, you're going to have to pay attention to the hypersensitive energy in the atmosphere. So this is definitely for the empaths out there. You want to be mindful. All right, we got triple twos up until the 29th of this month, so highly super sensitive energy. So protect your energy as you're moving throughout the day. All right, which means, like if like energetically you just can't deal, with a particular environment today, try to not expose yourself too much to that environment. All right, balancing your emotion is going to be within this triple twos, because this triple twos, if balance, it can be so beautiful. I'm telling y'all, just so beautiful. Okay, even hearing the word like euphoric, like, okay. If not balanced, however, this energy could be very, very like moody and you know and spiteful energy. Okay, so you want to be mindful within the clusters of twos. This can unemotionally balance in anything can cause people to act more on the lower vibrational end of that energy's expression. Okay, so we also have 5 showing up within the date today, right? So we talk about 5 pretty much every day. 5 is what not just locked up in the date the 25th, but it's also a vibration of the year, right? So we're talking about change, and we're talking about you being able to be flexible but also strong as an oak tree and a bamboo, you know, being able to bend like and move, you know, like a bamboo, but also bamboo is very strong, you know, and you can tap into the strength of even an oak tree. So which really means creating your boundaries as you unfold and learn and figure out who you are. You know, we are definitely not the same person that we were a year ago, and if you are the same person you were a year ago, you have to sit with yourself, right? Because the world is ever constantly changing and evolving, and so should you, right? So sit with yourself if you feel you have not grown or changed within a year. You don't have to really sit with yourself, okay? So the number 5 can also help you to tap into your heart chakra center energy. Forgiveness, love, compassion, and all of those things lie within the number 5, but number 5 can also bring in sudden change, and it can bring in violent change, and this is where people can become volatile, because once again you're dealing with heart chakra energy, and if people are not paying attention to what's going on in their emotions and somebody else is controlling you emotionally, come on now, y'all, somebody else is controlling you emotionally, what do you think is going to happen? Right? You're going to be triggered when this person doesn't do emotionally what you think they should do. Somebody's going to control your mood, you know, what you do, what you don't do, how you feel where you go, where you don't go, how you feel when you go where you go. You know, like, come on. So you want to release yourself from that freedom. From that bondage, and step into your freedom, right? Okay. And that's something that number 5 can have you to do. Keeping in mind with the hypersensitive energy today within the cluster of 2s, and then also within the number 5 within the date today, you want to trust your intuition, because this can be a mixture of very volatile energy in the atmosphere today. All right. Now the number 6 is also showing up within the date today, right? And it's showing up on the plane of the breakdown for April. So April, we working with 3 different vibrations for April. The 4th month in the Gregorian calendar, the geometria breakdown, which is the number 2. And I just broke down the number 2 for you. And then the Hebrew spelling of the number of the word April is 321, which reduces down to the number 6. So that's where we get the number 6 from, right? So within this month, we've been talking about creative and destructive energy, right? Number 6 dwells on the mental plane, y'all. Now, within the mental plane, this is where you begin to tap into memory. This is where you begin to tap into your imagination. This is where you begin to think, where you begin to reason, become rational, right? This is really where you can begin to create within your mind, right? This is really, really where you can begin to create in your mind, right? So this is a conscious plane, right? So the soul plane will be the superconscious plane, and then the mind and mental plane will be the conscious plane, right? So we're talking about energy here, my loves, of you really being able to embrace your memory. This is where you can tap into past life experiences, okay? Not just in this particular lifetime, but also in past lifetimes, right? This is also where imagination dwells too. And taking responsibility for things. Ambition dwells here also, along with your idealisms, okay? Now, let me just say this to you, all right? In order for you to become a master at anything, you got to cultivate things, right? So number 6 helps you to begin to cultivate your power in your sovereignty by creation and destruction, right? So mending your field in your mind is going to be important because you are a creator and a destroyer of things, okay? Not just on the physical plane, but also on the mental plane and on the spiritual and emotional plane, okay? Now, the date, the 25th, reduces down to the number 7, so we're going to talk about that just for a few seconds. The number 7 dwells within the inner world. So this is inner work, inner strength, inner confidence, right? Number 7 also is a reflection of the 7 chakra points within you, right? So today, within the chakra points, you can definitely tap into solar plexus energy, right? The sun is in Taurus today, right? But also Sunday is ruled by the sun, right? Leo falls under the sun. So you can definitely tap into some solar plexus energy. Tap into your confidence. Tap into your self-mastery. Tap into your self-discipline as you are moving throughout the day. And remember, right? It is within your imperfections that you find your perfections, right? This is not about you trying to be someone else or trying to fit into the mold that others have created for you. This gives you an opportunity to really explore who you are. You know, your good, your bad, your indifference, your weaknesses, your what you may consider to be flaws, you know, and then your strengths, you know, your beauty, you know, your kindness, you know, really embracing what you bring to the table, you know. So, my loves, enjoy your Sunday as you list it. Sit and think about it for a minute, right? It was in your imperfections that you found your perfection. And you, my love, you're already perfect. You are already perfect, okay? So this is day number 28 on our level up journey. We have 72 more days to go, all right? Be kind to yourself. Love yourself. Honor yourself. And I want to say, do something kind for yourself today. You want to stop and really think before you list it today, knowing that you are already perfect, my love. I will see you guys in tomorrow's daily vibration. Okay, so I'm hoping to be back in front of the camera. Let's see. Today's Sunday. I'm going to be back, and let's just say this. I'm putting it in the atmosphere and in the ethers. I am casting my spelling out. And I'm going to be back on Wednesday. I just need my face to kind of, you know, had my appointment yesterday. Everything went well. So now we're going to wait for my face to kind of do what it does. And I appreciate each and every one of you, all right? Do something kind for yourself. I got these eczema cream, y'all. And when you put it on, it just soothes, you know. It just soothes. Really, it gives it like a cooling feeling, right? So I am going to do some self-love and some self-care today as I list my level up steps for this week, right? I want you guys also to think about something. You know, we're about to get into the summer season. The kids are about to be off from school. Then, you know, your schedule may become a little lighter because, you know, you don't really have that regimented get up, go to school thing going on, especially if you have older kids. You know, think about what you would like to do for yourself this summer. Think about that. Think about that. I think I'm going to go on a road trip, y'all. I want to do something different. I want to explore. I told y'all I had an epiphany about where I may need to be transitioning over to someplace warmer where I don't have to worry about blooming season. You know, I don't have to worry about blooming season. You know, with these allergies, I don't necessarily want to have to take a regimented cycle, you know, within all of these allergy season. I don't like having to set a time and take allergy, you know, and being super sensitive and super, you know. So road trip, y'all, is what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? You know, so I'm sitting with that, y'all. I just thought about that. A couple of days ago, I was having a conversation with Kelly, and I know I'm just going off on a tantrum right now, y'all, but I really want y'all to think about that. Think about what do you want to do for yourself this summer. We're in a beautiful energy. We're in an energy of change where you get to really figure out who you are this year. Do you know how beautiful that is? There's newness in the atmosphere, y'all. Okay, so think about that. Like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want to do this summer? What can you do different this summer, right? I'm stepping out of my box a little and doing some things differently. I can't say they're going to be spontaneous. They're going to be different things that I normally don't do, but they're probably going to be planned and scheduled. They're going to be on the calendar. Yeah, I know how I am about just having my, I still have to have some structure here, right? And I got to say, like, be mindful. Sometimes I fight with Saturn about that structure. Yeah, I do. I fight with that energy about and I'm literally talking about the energies within myself. Yeah, right. I fight with that about that structure sometimes. But discipline is here. Discipline is happening, right? And discipline happens on the internal realm first, y'all, and then it surfaces on the external realm, right? And it happens within, it's just, you got to be consistent. It happens slowly. Trust the process. Okay. All right. I am going to let y'all go enjoy your Sunday. Okay. Do something kind for yourself. Love yourself. Honor yourself. Appreciate yourself. Okay. And remember that you are already perfect. I will see you guys in tomorrow's Daily Vibration. Have a wonderful day.